the battle of the under eye color correctors. e.l.f. Camo color corrector in peach versus the Milani supercharged brightening under eye tint in the shade 120 peach. $4 versus $11. I want to do a side-by-side comparison. I have individual videos. I think they both work well, but which one do I prefer? So let's start with the e.l.f. Camo color corrector. And honestly, this is just gonna go right on my dark areas, and I always use these on my lid too. So I'm gonna do this one on my right side. We're gonna do the Milani on my left side. Already, what I kind of prefer about the e.l.f. one is that it has that doe foot applicator. So I mean, just depends how you like to do it. So that was kind of easier to put on. This one, you know, it still works. Maybe people prefer it for sanitary reasons. You're not like double dipping back in. It's only me, I really don't care. So if we can see the color comparison, the e.l.f. is like a darker peach and the Milani is definitely a little bit of a lighter peachy peach. I'm gonna blend them out both. So let's blend out the e.l.f. Let's blend out the Milani. I will say the Milani already just kind of like on its own. You can see the peachiness where there is no darkness, obviously, from the e.l.f. But the Milani on its own is definitely cooling to the touch. I feel like it's a little, they're both hydrating, but I would say the Milani one is a little bit more hydrating. And the Milani in general does have a couple more benefits. It is supposed to be like a color corrector and a skincare. So for $11 versus $4, you are kind of getting that little added benefits. And I would say the Milani is a little bit more lighter weight feeling. I mean, they're both really lightweight. I don't experience that creasing with them. But this one, the hydration, the cooling, and the lightweightness, I feel like on its own, I would probably choose the Milani. But let's try with concealer on top. Let's blend out the e.l.f. side. Now let's blend out the Milani side. They both look amazing. They both color corrected for what I needed them to do. Let me set them real quick because I've got some extra thoughts as to which one I prefer. Okay, first off, both of these color correctors are amazing. Like, it really is just the nitty gritty of them. And honestly, I think depending on your skin type, there will probably be a preference here. So I think just upon looking really, really closely, the Milani is just the teensiest bit more brightening. But because I'm dry skin, I lean towards it a little bit more because it is a little bit more hydrating, a little bit more cooling. So like those skincare type of benefits really do benefit me right now that it is so cold outside. I'm in Chicago. But the e.l.f. Camo color corrector, I think for $4, and it comes with other kind of colors. You can get the orange if you have a little bit more darker concealing, if you want to do blemishes, green, blue, yellow. They've got more variety. So you can get 3 different type of color correctors for around the face for like the price of one color corrector underneath the eyes. But I feel like if you have oily skin right now in the wintertime, or especially in the summer, I think you might lean towards the e.l.f. a little bit more because the Milani could just be that. Could be a little bit too hydrating for oily skin where it, you know, starts to get a little bit greasy, whereas I need the hydration right now for dry skin. Also, I would say if you truly are a no makeup girly, you don't want to add on extra layers of anything, I would say go with the Milani. If you are a makeup a girly who kind of wants that color correction and then your concealer, like you want that coverage, I would definitely say go with the e.l.f. one. So depends on your preference here, but both are amazing. Honestly, I'm probably going to still continue to use both. I feel like in the wintertime, I especially lean towards the Milani. So those are my thoughts on these two. You can't go wrong if you really just want a very budget-friendly product that's going to do what it needs to do, which is color correct. You're going to love this. If you want some extra added benefits, if you find that your under eyes are really dry right now, especially in the wintertime, or you just want a one and done product, go with the Milani. You can't go wrong. So what type of under eye person are you, and which one are you going to lean towards?